Hey, what's up, good people? Been up early charting, stayed up late last night, got up early to feed the family. We made some great money and money moves today. We're going to talk about that later. There's a lot going on as things are moving up. The stock market fell at first in the pre-market because of hotter than expected PCE and declining GDP. We'll go over that. We'll cover that. And then we had a pop because the Supreme Court ruled that tariffs were illegal. Let's get right into the top data, okay? Supreme Court overrules or overturns Trump's tariffs in a 6-3 ruling. The court determined that the president exceeded his authority by using, you see here, emergency powers to, you guys could see that, the tariffs. The rulings after approximately 75% of his existing tariffs, though industry-specific duties on steel and automobiles remain in place. We could see that. All right, disappointing economic growth. This is some of the stuff that we're going to cover, right? So here's what's happening. This came out in the PCE report this morning, an hour before opening bell. Fourth quarter's GDP, gross domestic product, grew at a, look at that, annualized rate of 1.4%, well below the expected 2.4%. So GDP is important. The growth of the gross domestic product is important as it pertains to our economy and the stock market. Let's go right into what are some of the key headlines here. All right. The PCE stands for personal consumption expenditures. All right. Price index data. It's the Fed's preferred indicator. Here are some of core PCE annually rose 3.0% year over year, surpassing the 2.9 that was forecasted. All right, making an acceleration from November, 2.8%. This is the Fed's preferred inflation. We covered that. Core PCE, which is more important, increased by 0.4%. That's higher than the 0.3% estimate and the sharpest monthly jump since February. All right, then we have headline PCE. Rose 2.9%. Personal spending increased 0.4%, and personal income grew by 0.3%. You guys see the problem? All right. Spending increased 0.4%, right? But income grew only 0.3%, right? That's not good. That's not good. And so you could see the data was released originally delayed due to the government shutdown in late 2025, which the president came out and said that these numbers were due to the government shutdown and the Fed being slow to cut interest rates. That's what the president is saying, right? GDP data today showed that the economy grew at 2.2%. Annual rate in 2025, a slowdown from 2.8% in 2024. So we are slowing down economic growth, which is bad. So GDP is slowing, spending is going up, but what we earn is not matching with our spending. We're spending at 0.4%, but our increase in earnings is only 0.3%. That is bad. And that's why the market started to sell off in the morning. And then we had the Supreme Court ruling. This one right here. Supreme Court strikes down most of Trump's tariffs in a major blow to the president. So you see here, the justice divided 6-3 held that Trump's aggressive approach to tariffs on products entering the United States from across the world was not permitted under a 1977 law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the IEEPA. So that ruling came in and the market liked it. But that does not mean that the market was right by jumping, because now companies can turn around and sue. And who's going to wind up paying that back? Is it going to be the government? What happened with all that tariff money? Then we could have something negative right there. So I just want you to be cautious, because sometimes the market overreacts in the wrong way. And then this data coming out again, 48 hours for the market to decipher what all of this conflicting data means. Monday will be a reality check, right? So do I know if it's going down or coming up? I don't know, but all I know is that Monday will be a reality check, if you ask me. So if we look at the indices now, I'm doing this video early, we can see that the Nasdaq is actually up by 253 points, S&P 44 points. But by the time you see this or closing bell, it could have falling. All right, it could sell off sharply, or it could be higher. So if you're watching this before closing bell, this does not reflect what the end result is going to be. And if you ask me, I believe that Monday, midday Monday, we will see the truth of what this data does mean. I got two things I want to share with you guys as I get on the plane, and we're going to go and show some support to Chris Sane and attend his father's funeral and pray for Keenan Grace. He was a little under the weather yesterday. He's going to try to make the trip too. All right. But we show love here. We don't hate. We participate. We don't compete. We complete. That's what we do for each other. So what I'm going to say to you is that I'm talking to Josh in Money Moves. I'm going to let my money movers know we are restarting the new portfolio, and it just got better. Not only am I starting the portfolio that we're going to be buying weekly, so a hot stock per week, but my good friend Stocks with Josh wants in on it, and we're going to be putting something together. But you got to be in Money Moves. It's going to be the top link below. And for that specific portfolio, I'm always going to come here and feed you guys the info you need to make money. But that portfolio is in Money Moves, and I will be in there answering questions. Now, let's talk about this morning. I want to show you guys what happened this morning. In the morning before the opening bell, I gave out an extended list of levels for our scalp options, right? And we called this a kaboom. We turned around right at opening bell, and one of my levels was 688. Kaboom, it hit. What led us the way? My traffic trader printed a green light, a yellow light all the way down here, and it led us to the money. On the Qs, the exact same thing. These levels were given before the market opened. As you can see, we hit it, boom, 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 and then we went up to my next level, to the penny, kaboom worthy. NVDA, same thing, kaboom ready, all right? Let's go back to the Qs. We could see that now it came up and came back down. Then we found this, look at that, down 45%. It was down as much as 50%. We called this to 55.89. What led us there? The traffic trader right there. Kaboom. Now it's printing a red light. Amazon. What happened? We literally found these levels and we just came up, 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 up and hit another level. Kaboom. I give these levels before the market opens, and then we trade live, and we let this easy to understand traffic trader bring us and lead us to the money. All right. So that's also in Money Moves. I'm going to keep this one short. I just wanted to come in and give you guys this info. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys some of the wins this morning. Here are some wins, but before we go to those wins, we're going to come back and take a quick look at some crypto. Okay, so now let's look at some of the wins that we printed. So look, this was this morning. Made 91 on the SPY. Nate made 90. I can't stress enough to take the lessons, right? Which, see here, watch live training, practice paper, trading until making sense. Start small. Look at that. IM made $725 on the SPY. Got out after the candle ran up. All right, good people. That's what I'm talking about. I am that I am. Congratulations. 64% and 55% on the calls. 9.5% on GRL. Thanks, Larry. Printing money. Then this one, music said made 200 on WMT puts and held overnight. $309 on Amazon calls, down on Grail but holding. So that person on Grail actually made money as the market went longer. Okay, made 200 on WPM. We did that. Calls, we did that one. All right, look at that. Look at that. IM made another 250 on the SPY. We got another one up 400% on XPX today. Thanks, Larry. So come and join us. We're going to go to some crypto right quick. Let's get right into it. We got green bubbles, green on today. Why? Because of this Supreme Court decision, this ruling. We could see right here, Bitcoin. Let's go to the 1 hour and let's go to the 24 hour. Okay. It's like crypto saw this coming. Bitcoin was up 2.4% in the last 24 hours. We do know that the tariffs wreaked havoc on crypto. Ethereum up 2.5%. XRP up 3%. BNB is up 3%. Solana's up 5% in the last 24 hours. Look at this. Dogecoin 5%. Cardano 8%. You can see that. Chainlink 6%. Though it's still down, this was good news for crypto because, again, the tariffs wreaked havoc on crypto. And we can see that the fear and greed is still in extreme fear. All right, good people. All right. So now I just wanted to get to the data. Look, take the time, go to your phone or your computer, click down in the description. You're probably going to see a prompt up here and say link here too. And I want you to come and join Money Moves. All right. All right. We're going to start a new portfolio there and I'll restart it and continue. Listen, I have classes in there on how to use a traffic trader and how to understand options for beginners. So come in, take the class, and enjoy some wins while you learn and earn at the same time. We will see you on Sunday or Monday. Live, love, laugh, and learn.